Good afternoon, and we're getting ready for a good Chodesh. Should be a good Chodesh for all of us. Welcome, Stern. And we want to wish and take some L'Shalom to Rav Abba, who's leaving Teretz Yisrael tomorrow. Anybody wants to give him Shliach Mitzvah Geld? He says he has room in his left pocket for it. You should have a safe trip there. And have us all in mind. We should all join you there. We learn, sponsored by the Fisher family, the Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, by Yoel Klugman and family, the Eli Nishmas Rabbi Rachmil Gershon ben Reb Tzvi Yehuda, also, tonight is the yahrzeit. My mother had a wonderful sister who passed away very, very young, a long time ago, at 43 years old, left a house full of children, a young husband. She was a wonderful woman, Rachel Bas Menachem. Her neshama should have a lichtige Gan Eden. So we're holding a Mishna Gimel and Mishna Daled in the 7th Perek. So we said the Kohen Gadol had a choice that after he finished with the par and the sar, he could have changed and lain in his own white clothing, or he could have remained in the formal Big Day Lovin. In the Big Day Butz Kairei, if he laid in the Big Day Lovin, now that he's going to continue the regular avodah of the regular day, he has to change into the gold garments. So Kidesh Yadav V'Raglav, he sanctified his hands and his feet. Pashat, he undressed. Yard V'Taval, he went down. He immersed himself, and again, as always, they spread a sheet. Olav in his stafeg, he came up. He dried himself up, so it shouldn't be a chatzitza. Hey, Violoi Big Days of, they brought him the golden garments, the 8 golden garments, V'Lavash, and again, V'Kiddush Yadav V'Raglav, he sanctified his hands and his feet. V'Yatzav V'Asa, and now he went out and did Es Eloi, his ram, V'Es Eloham, and the ram of the people. They were both carbon oilos, burnt offerings. And now there's a series of musafin, which consisted of 7 yearling sheep, a 7 yearling sheep, a par, a bull, and a sa'ir. So Shivas Kvasim Tmimim B'nei Shana, he offered up the 7 yearling pure unblemished sheep. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer, that's the opinion of Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Kiva says the actual musafin were split. Rabbi Kiva Imim Tamid Shel Shachar Ayu Kravim. The sheep, the sheep that was brought, the 7 sheep were brought in the morning with the morning tamid, and also the par, the sar hanasa b'chutz, the he-goat, which was the part of the mesafim, that was done later im tamid shel bein ha'abayim, with the afternoon tamid. So they split it up. Now that he finished this, he has to again go into the Kodesh Kodashim. If you remember, he left the shovel there. He left the ladle and the shovel. So he has to put on another pair of white clothing to retrieve the shovel and the so Kiddush Yadav V'Raglav. He sanctified his hands and his feet. Ufashat, he took off the golden garments. V'yarad v'tavel, again he immersed himself. V'alav in the stafik, he came up, he dried himself. He violoi Big Day Lovin, a second set. This was a less expensive set. Remember, this was the Indian set, the white garments from India. He put them on, v'lavish, v'kiddush yad v'raglav. Again, he sanctified his hands and his feet. Nichnas hoitzi es hakafa es hamachta. He went in to retrieve the spoon and the shovel. Now he's going to put on again the golden garments in order to do the menorah and the ketores and the tamid shel bein ha'arbayim. Kidesh yadav v'raglav, he sanctified his hands and his feet. Ufashad v'yard v'tavel, he undressed, he was tovel. Olav nistavik, he came out and he dried himself. Heviloi big day zav, he once again was ready to put on the golden garments v'lavash, and then the kiddush yadav v'raglav, he again sanctified his hands and his feet. V'nichnas, and he went in lahaktir ketores shel bein ha'arbayim, to smoke up the ketores. The Taisis Yom Tov adds over here, also he did the tamid shel bein ha'arbayim. I don't know why the Mishnah doesn't say it, but v'nichnas lahaktir ketores shel bein ha'arbayim, he did the tamid, he was maktir the ketores, ulheitavis aneris, and it literally means to clean out, but the Rav says, and to light the menorah. Then he's ready to get into his regular clothing, because he's finished. What a day for him. The Kidesh Yadav Raglav, he again sanctified his hands and his feet. Ufashad, he undressed. Heviloi big day atzmai, they brought him his regular clothing, his street clothing. The lavash, he put it on. Umalavin oisai ad beisai, they escorted him to his house. And the fact that he survived, because if he did something wrong in the Kodesh Kodashim, he would die. So the Yom Tov Hayavav, he made a special Yom Tov for his friends. B'shashi yatsa b'shalom in HaKodesh, when he came out b'shalom from the holy place, and thus he finished, and we went through the entire avodah, what is schia, the entire avodah of Yom Kippur. As I'm recording tonight, you probably figured out already, we have daf at 8:50, and then we're going to have a chok tonight, so a full schedule this evening. I want to wish everybody, it should be for all of us, a gesunte, guten Chodesh.